SoftBank's Masayoshi Son announces ambitious $1 trillion AI and robotics hub project Crystal Land set to transform Arizona's tech landscape. On June 20, 2025, Masayoshi Son, the visionary founder of SoftBank Group, unveiled a groundbreaking initiative known as Project Crystal Land, a monumental $1 trillion artificial intelligence AI and robotics manufacturing hub planned for Arizona. This ambitious project aims to establish a significant industrial complex that could rival China's Shenzhen, positioning the United States as a leader in AI-powered manufacturing and semiconductor production. Vision and objectives of Project Crystal Land. Project Crystal Land is envisioned as a sprawling industrial complex that will focus on high-tech manufacturing, specifically the production of AI-driven industrial robots and advanced semiconductors. The initiative represents a strategic move to revitalize American manufacturing and to bolster the country's position in the global technology landscape, particularly in light of increasing competition from China. Key objectives: 1. Create a tech manufacturing ecosystem. The hub aims to attract leading technology companies, creating a robust ecosystem that fosters innovation and job creation in the AI and robotics sectors. 2. Collaboration with industry leaders. Son has initiated discussions with major players in the tech industry, including Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co, TSMC, Samsung Electronics, and SoftBank's portfolio companies such as Agile Robots. 3. Government support. To ensure the project's success, Son is actively seeking partnerships with federal and state governments to secure tax incentives and other forms of support. Strategic partnerships. Collaboration with TSMC. One of the cornerstone partnerships for Project Crystal Land is with TSMC, the world's leading chipmaker. TSMC recently announced a significant investment of $165 billion in U.S. operations, aiming to build fabrication plants and research facilities in Arizona. This alignment creates a synergistic opportunity for both SoftBank and TSMC to lead the charge in semiconductor manufacturing within the U.S. Engagement with political leaders. The project has garnered political support, including from former President Donald Trump, who emphasized its importance for establishing the U.S. as a global AI hub. Son's proactive engagement with political figures, including discussions with U.S. Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick, highlights the project's potential to receive substantial governmental backing. Economic impact and job creation. Project Crystal Land is projected to have a transformative impact on Arizona's economy. The initiative is expected to generate tens of thousands of high-paying jobs, particularly in engineering, manufacturing, and research sectors. The establishment of a high-tech manufacturing hub is seen as crucial for reducing the reliance on foreign semiconductor sources and fostering domestic innovation. Timeline of key events. March 2025, TSMC announces its plans to significantly boost its investment in Arizona, laying the groundwork for Project Crystal Land. June 20, 2025, Masayoshi Son publicly reveals the vision for Project Crystal Land, detailing the ambitious $1 trillion investment and collaborative efforts with TSMC and other tech giants. Challenges and considerations. While the project has received widespread attention and support, it is not without challenges. Securing formal commitments from major technology companies, including TSMC, remains a critical aspect of the project's viability. Additionally, the need for collaboration between private enterprises and government entities is essential to navigate potential regulatory hurdles and ensure the successful establishment of the hub. Conclusion. Project Crystal Land represents a bold vision for the future of tech manufacturing in the United States, with the potential to create a substantial AI and robotics ecosystem in Arizona. Masayoshi Son's initiative underscores the importance of strategic partnerships and government support in realizing such an ambitious endeavor. As the project unfolds, it will be closely watched as a barometer for the future of American technology and manufacturing in the face of global competition. Masayoshi Son's announcement of Project Crystal Land, a $1 trillion AI and robotics hub in Arizona, presents several counterintuitive points worth noting. 1. Comparison with Shenzhen. While the project aims to rival China's Shenzhen, there may be skepticism regarding the feasibility of replicating Shenzhen's success in the U.S. The rapid industrial growth and infrastructure development seen in Shenzhen were bolstered by a centralized government approach which may not be easily achievable in the U.S. due to differing political and regulatory environments. 2. Reliance on TSMC. Son's strategy heavily relies on Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co. TSMC for the project's success. This dependence raises concerns about the viability of the plan if TSMC does not fully commit. Given TSMC's critical role in global semiconductor supply chains, any hesitation on their part could jeopardize the entire initiative. 3. Economic incentives. The necessity of seeking tax incentives and government support may contradict the narrative of a self-sustaining tech hub. A project of this scale would typically be expected to attract investment without such support, indicating potential underlying weaknesses in the attractiveness of the U.S. market for high-tech manufacturing. 4. Political support. The endorsement from figures like former President Donald Trump highlights a partisan interest in the project, which could lead to instability in the project's support if political leadership changes. This reliance on political goodwill can be seen as a vulnerability in an initiative that is otherwise presented as a robust economic opportunity. 5. Job creation versus automation. While the project promises to create tens of thousands of high-paying jobs, the focus on AI-driven industrial robots raises questions about the nature of these jobs. The integration of advanced robotics could lead to automation that displaces more jobs than it creates, challenging the narrative of broad job growth associated with the project. 6. Global supply chain dynamics. Although the project aims to localize semiconductor production in the U.S., the global nature of tech supply chains means that many components might still need to be sourced internationally. This could undermine the project's goal of achieving self-sufficiency in AI manufacturing. 7. Timing with supply chain issues. The timing of Son's proposal during a semiconductor boom could be seen as opportunistic, yet it also suggests that the current market conditions may be inflated and unsustainable in the long term. If the demand for semiconductors decreases or if supply chain issues are resolved, the urgency for such a massive investment may diminish. 8. Engagement with multiple tech giants. While the project aims to attract major players like Samsung and Agile Robots, the reality of collaboration among these companies often involves complex negotiations and competing interests, which could hinder the project's progress. 9. Skepticism about execution. Given the ambitious nature of Project Crystal Land, there may be doubts regarding SoftBank's ability to execute such a large-scale initiative, especially considering past challenges the company has faced with other investments. 10. Public perception and trust. The ambitious financial commitment may lead to skepticism from the public and investors about whether SoftBank can deliver on its promises, especially after previous ventures that did not meet expectations. These counterintuitive points highlight the complexities and potential challenges that may arise as Project Crystal Land progresses, suggesting that while the vision is grand, the path forward may not be as straightforward as proposed. In Masayoshi Son's announcement regarding Project Crystal Land, several nuanced aspects often go unnoticed but are critical to understanding the project's overarching significance. 1. Long-term vision versus immediate impact. While the $1 trillion investment and the ambition to rival Shenzhen are frequently highlighted, the long-term vision Son presents is equally vital. The focus on AI and robotics isn't just about immediate economic benefits, it represents a strategic shift in global technological leadership. The U.S. has historically lagged in semiconductor manufacturing, and this project aims to reverse that trend. The emphasis on creating an ecosystem that nurtures research, development, and manufacturing of AI technologies suggests a commitment to sustainable innovation rather than short-term gains. 2. Geopolitical context. The geopolitical implications of Project Crystal Land are profound yet often overlooked. The project emerges amid rising tensions between the US and China, particularly in technology and trade. By establishing a significant manufacturing hub for AI and robotics, the US is not only addressing its supply chain vulnerabilities but also sending a clear message of technological competition. The strategic collaboration with TSMC, a Taiwanese company, underscores a broader effort to strengthen ties with allies in the face of potential global supply chain disruptions, particularly as it relates to semiconductor production. 3. Role of government support and policy framework. While the reports mention discussions with government officials for tax incentives, the broader implications of government policy in shaping this initiative are often underexplored. The Biden administration's focus on revitalizing American manufacturing and technological leadership aligns with Son's vision, suggesting that government backing could be pivotal in the successful realization of Project Crystal Land. This project could serve as a case study for how public-private partnerships can address national strategic interests, particularly in high-tech sectors vital for future economic security. 4. Environmental and social considerations. The environmental implications of establishing a massive industrial hub are significant but rarely addressed. The construction and operation of such facilities will undoubtedly impact local ecosystems and communities. The project presents an opportunity for SoftBank and its partners to lead in sustainable manufacturing practices, potentially incorporating green technologies and practices that could set benchmarks for the industry. The social implications, including job creation and workforce development in Arizona, also warrant more attention. Ensuring that local populations benefit from these high-tech jobs is essential for the project's long-term viability and community support. 5. Technological ecosystem development. Beyond just manufacturing, Project Crystal Land aims to create a comprehensive technological ecosystem which includes R&D, education, and collaboration with universities and startups. This aspect is crucial for ensuring a continuous flow of innovation and talent. The emphasis on attracting major technology players indicates a desire to create a collaborative environment that fosters innovation, which could lead to the emergence of new technologies and companies that further enhance the US's competitive edge in AI and robotics. 6. Market dynamics and economic diversification. The implications for the Arizona economy are substantial but often simplified in discussions. The introduction of a major tech hub could lead to economic diversification beyond traditional industries, potentially transforming the state into a technology powerhouse. However, this shift requires careful planning to ensure that it does not exacerbate existing inequalities or lead to housing and cost of living challenges for local residents. 7. Potential challenges and risks. While the optimism surrounding Project Crystal Land is palpable, the potential challenges are often understated. Securing commitments from major technology companies like TSMC and navigating the complexities of international business logistics can be fraught with challenges. Additionally, the project's dependency on favorable political climates and policies, both domestically and internationally, highlights the volatility and risk involved in such a grand vision. Conclusion. Masayoshi Son's Project Crystal Land signifies a transformative initiative in the landscape of technology and manufacturing in the U.S., with implications that extend beyond the economic to encompass geopolitical, social, and environmental dimensions. Understanding these nuanced elements is crucial for grasping the full significance of the project and its potential to reshape not only Arizona but also the broader technological landscape in the U.S. and globally. 1. Strategic partnership with TSMC. The collaboration between SoftBank and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co. TSMC is a cornerstone of Project Crystal Land. This partnership is crucial as TSMC is not only the world's leading chipmaker but also plays a pivotal role in bolstering the U.S. semiconductor industry. The planned $165 billion investment by TSMC to build fabrication plants and research facilities in Arizona complements SoftBank's vision of creating an AI and robotics hub. This partnership can significantly influence the US's competitive stance against global players, particularly China, in the semiconductor and tech manufacturing sectors. 2. Revitalization of high-tech manufacturing. Project Crystal Land's primary goal is to reinvigorate high-tech manufacturing in the U.S. by establishing production lines focused on AI-driven industrial robots and advanced semiconductors. This initiative aims to create a robust ecosystem for AI and robotics in Arizona similar to the industrial complex of Shenzhen in China. The project is expected to attract major technology companies and create thousands of high-paying jobs, thus contributing to local and national economic growth. It reflects a strategic pivot towards domestic production amidst global supply chain vulnerabilities, aiming to enhance the U.S.'s manufacturing capabilities in cutting-edge technologies. 3. Government engagement and support. The success of Project Crystal Land hinges on effective engagement with government entities at both federal and state levels. Masayoshi Son's discussions with officials, including U.S. Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick, to explore tax incentives and government support, underscore the importance of regulatory backing in realizing such an ambitious project. The political support, especially from figures like former President Donald Trump, can facilitate smoother negotiations and bolster confidence among potential investors and partners. This aspect highlights the interplay between private enterprise and government policy in shaping the future of tech infrastructure. 4. Market timing and industry context. The announcement of Project Crystal Land comes at a strategic time, coinciding with a broader semiconductor boom and a growing demand for AI technologies. The global tech landscape is witnessing a shift towards localized production as companies respond to supply chain disruptions experienced during the pandemic. This context not only emphasizes the urgency of establishing robust manufacturing capabilities within the U.S. but also positions Project Crystal Land as a timely initiative that aligns with industry trends. The project aims to capitalize on the momentum generated by TSMC's expansion and the increasing investments in AI, thus positioning the U.S. as a leader in the global tech ecosystem. 1. The Apollo Program 1961-1972. Announced by President John F. Kennedy, the Apollo program aimed to land humans on the moon and bring them safely back to Earth. The initiative required unprecedented investment and collaboration among various sectors, including government, academia, and private industry. The Apollo program represented not just a technological milestone but also a significant political statement during the Cold War, showcasing American capabilities in space exploration. The program ultimately led to the successful Apollo 11 mission in 1969, which saw astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walk on the lunar surface. 2. The Manhattan Project 1942-1945. This was a secret U.S. government project during World War II aimed at developing atomic weapons. It involved collaboration among scientists, engineers, and military personnel, resulting in the creation of the first nuclear bombs. The project was a massive undertaking that required significant financial investment and manpower, leading to groundbreaking advancements in physics and engineering. The success of the Manhattan Project fundamentally changed the course of warfare and international relations, ushering in the nuclear age. 3. The Internet Revolution 1990s to 2000s. The development of the Internet was a monumental technological advancement that transformed communication, commerce, and information sharing globally. Initially funded and supported by government entities like the U.S. Department of Defense and various research institutions, the growth of the Internet involved collaboration across private tech companies, universities, and government agencies. This revolution created a new digital economy, leading to the emergence of tech giants like Google, Amazon, and Facebook, and fundamentally changing daily life and business operations worldwide. Future outlook. Predictions for Project Crystal Land. As SoftBank's Masayoshi Son embarks on the ambitious Project Crystal Land, a $1 trillion AI and robotics manufacturing hub in Arizona, several predictions can be made regarding its future impact on the tech landscape, economy, and global competitiveness. This initiative not only aims to reshape the manufacturing capabilities of the United States but also seeks to establish a new paradigm in the global tech industry.
Economic transformation and job creation.
1. Job creation surge. Project Crystal Land is projected to create tens of thousands of high-paying jobs in Arizona.
This influx of employment opportunities will not only benefit the local economy but will also attract talent from across the country and internationally.
The establishment of AI and robotics manufacturing lines may lead to a resurgence in technical education and vocational training programs as the demand for skilled labor in these sectors grows.
2. Economic revitalization. The project will likely stimulate investment in surrounding areas, leading to a broader economic revitalization in Arizona.
As companies set up operations in the hub, ancillary businesses in logistics, supply chain management, and service industries will also flourish,
further bolstering the local economy. Technological advancements.
3. Innovation Hub. With partnerships with tech giants like TSMC and Samsung, Project Crystal Land is expected to become a breeding ground for innovation. The concentration of leading technology firms and research institutions may catalyze advancements in AI, robotics, and semiconductor technologies, leading to breakthroughs that could redefine industries. For AI integration in manufacturing, as production lines become increasingly automated and AI-driven, the efficiency and capabilities of manufacturing processes will improve dramatically. Companies may adopt AI not only for production but also for supply chain optimization, predictive maintenance, and quality control, making American manufacturing more competitive globally.
Global competitive landscape. 5. Rival to Shenzhen. Project Crystal Land aims to rival China's Shenzhen, a global tech manufacturing hub. If successful, the U.S. could reclaim its position as a leader in high-tech manufacturing,
which has significant geopolitical implications. This shift could alter global supply chains, reduce dependency on foreign manufacturing, and enhance national security in critical tech areas. 6. Increased geopolitical tensions. As the U.S. enhances its technological capabilities through initiatives like Project Crystal Land, tensions with China may escalate. The competition for technological supremacy could lead to trade conflicts, regulatory changes, and increased investment in research and development by both countries.
Government and policy implications.
7. Policy support and incentives. The successful realization of Project Crystal Land will depend on supportive policies from both federal and state governments. As discussions about tax incentives unfold, it will be crucial for the government to create an environment conducive to investment and innovation.
Future policies may focus on enhancing infrastructure, education, and workforce development to support the tech sector.
8. Public-private partnerships. The project will likely pave the way for more public-private partnerships in technology and manufacturing. As the government collaborates with private companies to drive innovation, similar initiatives may emerge in other states, fostering a nationwide ecosystem of advanced manufacturing and technology.
Environmental and ethical considerations.
9. Sustainability initiatives. As the tech industry moves towards sustainability, Project Crystal Land may prioritize eco-friendly practices in its manufacturing processes. The adoption of green technologies and renewable energy sources could set a precedent for future industrial projects, positioning the U.S. as a leader in sustainable manufacturing. 10. Ethical AI development. With the focus on AI and robotics, there will be heightened scrutiny regarding the ethical implications of AI deployment. As Project Crystal Land develops, it may lead the charge in establishing ethical guidelines and standards for AI use, influencing global discussions on AI governance. Long-term economic and social impact. 11. Transforming Arizona into a tech hub. Over the next decade, Arizona could transform into a premier tech hub, attracting not only tech companies but also research institutions and startups. This transformation could lead to a diversified economy less reliant on traditional industries. 12. Cultural shift towards technology. As the tech sector flourishes, there may be a broader cultural shift towards innovation and entrepreneurship in the region. The success of Project Crystal Land could inspire a new generation of entrepreneurs and innovators, fostering a culture of technological advancement and creativity. Conclusion. In summary, Project Crystal Land has the potential to significantly transform Arizona's tech landscape, reshaping the U.S. manufacturing sector and enhancing its global competitiveness. While the project faces challenges including securing partnerships, government support, and addressing ethical considerations, its successful execution could herald a new era of innovation, economic growth, and technological leadership in the United States. As we look to the future, the implications of this initiative will resonate beyond Arizona, impacting national and global dynamics in technology and manufacturing for decades to come.